Hey, it's Frank here with 4D Honeybee, and I'm just going to do a thorough inspection on this hive here because it's been a few weeks and I haven't had a good look inside it for a while. I started to feed it a couple weeks ago, and looks like there are a lot of robbers trying to get into this hive, so I will continue to feed it, and I'll put my hive reducer back on it. I see some mortality as well. There's some dead bees around, and they're not drones. It's October 1st, so they're going to start to get rid of their drones soon, but I'm seeing a few dead worker bees, you see? So I'm wondering if there's anything to that, or if that's just part of a normal process. I've seen them starting to get rid of drones, but you see one getting battered there, but I don't know, we'll see. Basically what I'm trying to, the goal for this inspection is just to make sure that this hive has good stores, because it's done really well. It didn't really produce any extra honey for me this year, but it's done really well on its own, and I just want to make sure, the number one goal is to make sure it overwinters well. And like I said, I'm going to feed this hive again, which means that I will need to put a reducer on it, because there is a lot of robbing going on. You can see all the bees that you see hovering around over here, like over here, are all trying to get into the next hive, which has which I just put a super full of honey on, so that they can use that to store and make honey for the winter, because that hive, the hive next door, is the one that's struggling badly. Alright, so let's have a look here, and hopefully I've no doubt this food will all be gone. Not too much mold to contend with, so that's pretty good. Yeah, lots of drones are flying. It seems that's a drone flying right up to my face, probably looking for help, but you're coming to the wrong guy. Okay, let's try and get this inner lid off. And it's going to be a nice day. It's October 1st. There's absolutely no wind. And it's going to be a warm day. It's going to be about 18 degrees Celsius, which is about 70 or so Fahrenheit, not quite, maybe 68, 65. But the sun hasn't yet reached these hives, and it's only about, it's got to be about 11 o'clock, so I have no doubt there's not as much foraging as there could be, so there's going to be a lot of bees in these hives that might not appreciate getting broken into at this time in the morning. So let's see. Get this feeder away first. Now I'm seeing dead bees on the tops of all my hives today, so I don't know why that is. Kind of looks like, this is the next hive over, kind of looks like the way this looks the day after a mite treatment or something, when there's a high bee mortality, but hopefully it's nothing too serious. We'll see. That's the whole point of doing the inspections, though, is to try and see if there's anything that untoward that you can work on or help them fix. Alright, so there's a good number of bees here and a lot of honey. That's nice. Got the feeling it's going to be one of these days when these bees are not happy. There's one trying to attack my face right now. Looking for the queen on the lid here. I don't see her, so I'll set this down. I will smoke these guys, because like I say, I've just got the feeling it's going to be one of those days. There's a good number of bees in this hive, which is great. And they have drawn out comb and capped honey right to the end of the top frame, which is really good. This is the second brood box that we're looking at. And so basically we want to make sure this is more or less 100% honey stores for the winter. They could have some brood in it right now, because they are still making brood. These bees are not happy today. I'm going to smoke up my hands in the hopes that that might have them avoid my hands, but okay, let's take a look at this outside frame first. Well, it's decently heavy with honey, which is great. It's just what we want to see. The outside is not capped, but the inside is mostly capped. So that's good. I'm going to leave this frame out so I have room to work. And I wouldn't be surprised if I end up cutting this inspection short just because they're not happy. The next frame I can clearly see is capped honey as well. The next frame looks like a honey frame as well, but I'm going to have a quick look at that one. A lot of bees kind of, oh yeah, another heavy honey frame. Look at that. Just amazing. Looks like the next one is honey as well. This next one is a plastic one that had been brewed. So at some point they're gonna start backfilling the brood chambers with honey. So I just want to see if they're doing that. If they are, I mean, there's a ton of bees in this hive. And if they've got what looks like this second box full of honey, which is what it's looking like they have, then I won't go any further because this hive has good stores. Now I do plan on, holy moly, wow. Okay, there's nice brood on this one. And it's all recently hatched brood on this side. So this hive is looking really good. I'm not going to do much more because the bees aren't happy and I don't want to rush it and maybe squish a queen somewhere. And that's it. This hive, it's October 1st, so I'm going to probably give it another week or so, and then I'll probably prepare some winter feed for them. And prepare like a sugar cake, that type of thing. And so they'll overwinter with that. But that and some insulation that I'll probably work on, and these bees are going to do just great. So that's it for this inspection. I'll just button it up because there's a lot of robbing happening, and I don't want to make it any harder for this hive to keep its honey. So thanks for joining me for this one. It's a quickie, but I just want to have a quick look and tell you what I'm looking for on 4D honeybee.